Elon Musk has to be arrested at this point. And maybe even Jesse Kelly, too. How is everybody doing today? My name is Leo, and welcome to the Leo Show. Just chilling here in the backyard. How was everyone's Saturday? Did everyone have a good Saturday? Did everyone do what I said? Did everyone party up and forget about Charlie Kirk for a moment? Live for Charlie Kirk just for a few hours. Did you meet a nice guy? Did you meet a nice girl? Did you get in an altered mental state? I hope you did. If you didn't, man, there's still time. There's still weekend left. Sunday's a little harder, but might as well try. How's everyone doing? Guys, today I have to talk to you, now that the dust has sort of settled a little bit, about Charlie Kirk, but in particular, the video of Charlie Kirk getting his freaking jugular blown off, okay? Just squeezing blood out of his neck. Guys, Elon Musk needs to be, I don't know what the government could do to Elon Musk legally, but Elon Musk, look, to understand what I'm saying, Elon Musk owns X, okay? And I don't know if Ted Turner, when he owned CNN, was watching CNN all the time, but we actually do know that Elon Musk is on X all the time. This seems to be the only billionaire who has enough time to be on social media all the time. All right. Then Elon Musk saw, like we all did, this video of Charlie Kirk getting his neck blown off for hours on his app. Maybe even a whole day. It's hard to remember. This video was traumatizing. We got multiple angles of it, and it was a disgusting video to watch. It was a snuff film. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, right? I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an attorney. This is not legal advice. I have no idea how the legal system works in this aspect. Okay, I have no idea. But all I'm saying is that by allowing that, especially in the week where previously he had allowed the video of a young Ukrainian woman being horrifically murdered on his app to be promulgated to everyone. I've heard complaints this weekend from people whose children saw this video, whose children were disturbed by this. And they're confused now because their children are clearly traumatized. And what are they supposed to do about it, right? And anyone who allows this to stay on their app, because Elon Musk could have taken it down. Elon Musk could have taken it down. I think we all know that these guys know how their apps work, okay? He could have paid someone to take it down. He could have done something. Anyone who participates, like Elon Musk does, in the mass trauma of human beings and their psyche needs to, I don't know, dude, Jack Ma got in trouble in China for much less, man. Where is the FCC? Is there a fine at least? This is disgusting. They should shut down X, to be honest. They should get rid of that app because that app is just adult films and snuff films at this point. Ever since Elon Musk took it over, this app is incredibly damaging to the human psyche. Okay? What Elon Musk is running reminds me a lot of Al Jazeera. But even Al Jazeera had the decency to transmit inflammatory interviews with Osama bin Laden. But they didn't transmit snuff films. Okay, I can't recall. Did Al Jazeera air the footage of, ISIS setting people on fire in cages or drowning people, or even Daniel Pearl getting beheaded? No, I don't think they did. And if they did, they're wrong for that. No one should do that. It's some cross between Al Jazeera and Radio Hutu or something, man. This stuff is designed in order to, I hate the term, but it's to raise the temperature. It's to make people crazy. And I advise you, man, I heard some people saying, you have to watch this video of Charlie Kirk bleeding out. You have to watch. No, you don't. You don't have to watch it. You don't, and I suggest you don't. Guys, even if you get joy out of Charlie Kirk's death, I'm not one of these people. It's not my bag. It's not my bag. But, dude, you're doing psychic damage to yourself by watching this stuff. That is irreparable. It is irreparable. Back in the 2000s, I was a kid, so I don't remember this too well, but I do remember, my family had a Persian friend who talked to us about this stuff, about how it was a problem where people would get radicalized by watching these gross beheading videos that were being put out by Al-Qaeda, especially after the war in Iraq started, and how people were seeking these videos out, and they were finding them on the internet. This is pre-Facebook. Right? I'm an old head. I'm unk status, okay? Pre-Facebook, you really had to look for these videos. I'm not even sure we had live leak then. And they were bad. Like, the government would try to repress them because they were traumatizing for people, and it would either serve to radicalize people who were on the fringes, just violent people, or, if you take the conspiracy mind, it's like, they didn't want them to promulgate so that people would still sign up for the army. They wouldn't be scared of this stuff. But guys, regardless of what it is, that was more responsible than whatever's happening now. Dude, those videos are disgusting. I don't recommend anyone watches them. I haven't seen the Daniel Pearl video. That's the most famous one. I remember seeing some of the ISIS ones, unfortunately, or at least snippets of them. Do not watch this stuff, man. Do not watch it. Elon Musk, you should be ashamed of yourself. Really ashamed of yourself. Like for real, Elon Musk, which seems to be a man with no shame, he should be ashamed of himself for allowing this on his platform. Seriously, this is beyond difference of opinion, or this is a matter of decency. However, as a proper postmodernist, as a proper Baudelardian, I know that this isn't going to change anything. I know that Elon Musk is going to make this worse. And I know that this is actually beneficial to the people in charge, whoever they might be, to the people who are running the show. People are getting increasingly radicalized and crazy. And having this type of video out there always serves people well. I had a comment this week of someone who talked about how they were in elementary school when 9/11 happened, and the teacher wheeled in a TV so they could watch. And they said, how could anyone do that? That's so sick. Of course it's sick. Absolutely. They shouldn't have done it, but they're doing it because they are unwitting agents of something evil. Human beings should not be traumatized like this, man. It should not happen. And it's even worse let me read the direct quote here. When you have Elon Musk quote tweeting stuff and saying, either we fight back or they will kill us. Who talks like this? You are a billionaire. You are a role model, I guess, to some people, right? Some people want to grow up and learn how to grift the government for carbon credits and make money in that way, right? Some people want to grow up and buy defective companies and just market the shit out of them and get paid extreme compensation packages. All right, that's fine. You're a role model. You're talking to the whole world. You know that you call it X, the everything app. And you are saying they're going to kill you? We need to do something? Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? For real, what are you talking about? I have no idea what this man is talking about. You have to be specific if you're going to talk like this, especially for normal people. Normal people may not have the same intellectual capacity as you, Elon Musk. And when you're doing that, you are running Radio Hutu. One of the worst offenders that feeds into this stuff, by the way, is Jesse Kelly. If you haven't seen his clips, he had a clip where he looked at his camera this week in front of his portrait of himself with a crown on. Just pure narcissism, man. And this is especially damaging because this guy transmits through radio. And he's just yelling, Democrats are not soft on crime. Democrats are not soft on crime. They want to kill you. They want to grape you. Dude. He didn't name anyone. When he says Democrats, that could be your neighbor. It could be your brother or your sister who's registered as a Democrat. You think your brother wants you to be fucking eliminated? Or even worse, sexual violence? I mean, bro, that's... And the thing is, the American government knows that this is wrong. They know that this isn't okay because I have the facts. I have the evidence, okay? We might do a video about Radio Hutu one day, all right? Because Radio Hutu, during the Rwandan genocide, I had a Rwandan professor in college because I did African politics as a class at one point. And I'm pretty sure he was a Tutsi. We never really figured it out, but we're pretty sure he was a Tutsi. And he didn't really want to teach us the Rwandan genocide because he had lived it. But he pulled up a bunch of documents and said, just read this. I don't want to talk about it here. Read these documents. And one of the most effective forms of radicalization is to inflame, create, or amplify the reality or false reality of sexual violence. And when Jesse Kelly's out there yelling, "They're coming to grape you," dude, I don't know. I don't know. And dude, if you agree with these people, if you really do, which is fine. Everyone's entitled to their own worldview. Everyone is. If you let Elon Musk or Jesse Kelly by the way, really quick, as I said, the American government knows this. During the wars in Yugoslavia, Bill Clinton actually bombed the radio and television communications center of Serbia. Okay, he bombed it because they all knew that this was making the genocide worse that was happening in Yugoslavia. They knew this was happening. But getting back to the other point, look, if you really believe, if you really believe that they're coming to grape you and all this stuff, and you want to live with that level of cortisol stress and everything, I don't know why you would let another man get you worried. You know what I mean? I don't know why you would let someone who is paid to farm outrage, to farm engagement, to get you worried, to affect your emotions. Because it's sick, man. Like, come to your own conclusions. If you really want to research this, come to your own conclusions. Who gives a shit what Jesse Kelly says? Who gives a shit what Elon Musk shows you? Okay, you should be able to come to your own conclusions. And they are curating a reality that is schizophrenic for a certain percentage of people in this country. And this is not just a right-wing issue. This happens on all sides, man. Like, this radicalization will continue, and it's going to get worse. But, it's worth being a voice here and just calling it out as it happens, even though it's going to continue. Look, man, I don't like blankest, meaningless violence, nihilism, and all this. And it seems that that's the direction this country's headed in, because these bad actors like Elon Musk, like Jesse Kelly, there's plenty of people like this, man. These kinds of actors are only making things worse. They're making things harder for everyone. There's no way you can go to your job after watching someone's jugular being blown off, being the same. You're a different person after that. You are a different person. You're a different person. It's kind of like there's some fringe theories about anesthesia, and after you come out of anesthesia, you actually change because it changes your brain chemistry. That's what happens. That's what happens when you watch this kind of video. Human beings are not designed to watch this kind of video, and even if you are, you cannot watch it over and over and over again as you scroll and be the same person. Multiple angles. Dude, talk to anyone who saw 9/11 live, okay? Or like me, I'm in Miami. If I talk to an old head, I know I'm an old head, but older old heads, about Hurricane Andrew, it activates a level of trauma that is pretty scary to see in another human being, man. They really remember this. And they don't like to talk about it. They don't like to bring it up. I'm sure if you're from Louisiana and you bring up Katrina, same thing. Like, you notice that post-traumatic stress is real. And obviously this isn't the same as that, but it actually is too, man. You shouldn't watch someone get their neck blown out like that. It's sick. It's sick. Whether you love the guy or hate him, not good for you. There's no fixing this. There's no putting the genie back in the bottle. All I can say is that Elon Musk should be stopped, even though he won't be. This app should be shut down. If this app is going to be adult films and snuff films, which is what it is, it needs to be shut down. It's fundamentally evil, and it is damaging to the human psyche. And you cannot go on in that way. But no one's going to do it. I know no one's going to do it. I know no one's going to do it. So, enjoy your hell. We live in hell, as I often say. Enjoy your Radio Hutu. Enjoy your American Al Jazeera. And what else is there left to say, On a positive side, positive message, guys, just avoid this stuff. Just don't watch it yourself. You know how to avoid this stuff. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. You guys are smart enough to do it, especially subscribers. You better like, comment, subscribe, because I know you're smart enough if you're a subscriber. So with that, guys, protect your psyche, protect your neck, protect. That's not a pun. Just thinking of the Wu-Tang song. Protect your neck, protect your psyche, protect your world, and be smart about it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.